Hello there. Welcome to another exciting episode of Conan AI. This will be our Conan versus Terminator episode, but you might notice that we kind of have a copyright free version of Terminator. Don't want to get sued or anything like that. So, this is Conan versus Terminator, or as it will be known, Iron Shadows of the Future.
Iron Shadows of the Future. The dense jungle of the Black Coast buzzed with the cries of insects and the distant calls of unseen beasts. Conan of Cimmeria moved through it like a stalking panther, his bronzed muscles glistening with sweat beneath the dappled sunlight. At his hip hung a broadsword, its edge honed to deadly sharpness, and his eyes were alert, scanning for danger in every shadow. The Cimmerian had been hunting a notorious Stygian slaver named Karos, who had plundered villages along the coast and vanished into the jungle. But now, something felt wrong. The air carried a strange metallic tang, and the silence was unnatural, as if the jungle itself held its breath. Suddenly, the undergrowth ahead parted with a crash. Conan's hand went to his sword as a towering figure emerged. It was no man, though it wore the semblance of one. Clad in strange, gleaming armor, it stood over 7 feet tall, its flesh-like covering marred by rents that revealed a framework of shining metal beneath. Its eyes glowed a cold, unfeeling red. The figure spoke, its voice hollow and mechanical, in a language Conan did not understand. Then it raised a device in its hand, a strange black tube that emitted a piercing whine. Conan barely had time to dive to the side as a blinding lance of light seared the air where he had been standing. "By Crom!" Conan growled, rolling to his feet. "What devilry is this?" The figure turned, advancing with inhuman precision. Its footfalls crushed the jungle undergrowth like a siege engine, and its glowing eyes fixed on Conan with relentless focus. With a roar, the barbarian charged, his sword arcing toward the creature's head. The blade struck true, but to Conan's astonishment, it merely glanced off the figure's metal skull, leaving only a faint scratch. The creature retaliated with a blow of its own, its steel fist slamming into Conan's chest and sending him sprawling. Conan gasped, his ribs aflame with pain, but his spirit burned hotter. "You've the strength of a demon," he muttered, rising to his feet. "But I've faced worse than your kind." The creature raised its weapon again, but this time Conan was ready. He darted to the side, grabbing a fallen branch as thick as his arm. With a mighty swing, he struck the weapon from the figure's hand, sending it skittering into the underbrush. The creature lunged at him with machine-like efficiency, its blows coming fast and unyielding. Conan ducked, weaved, and countered, each strike of his sword seeking a weakness. At last he noticed it, a bundle of cords and wires exposed where the creature's torso had been damaged. Roaring like a berserker, Conan seized the opening. He feinted high, then drove his blade deep into the exposed mechanism. Sparks flew as the creature staggered, its movements becoming erratic, but still it did not fall. Then, from behind, came a savage cry. Karos and his Stygian slavers, drawn by the noise, burst into the clearing. For a moment, they froze, stunned by the sight of the metallic monstrosity. Then Karos sneered, mistaking it for some Stygian sorcery gone awry. "Kill them both," he commanded. The slavers rushed forward, blades gleaming in the sunlight. Conan spat a curse, realizing he now faced foes on 2 fronts. But the metal man ignored the slavers, its red eyes fixed solely on Conan. The ensuing battle was chaos. The slavers screamed as the creature tore through them with inhuman strength, snapping necks and crushing skulls. Conan fought like a whirlwind, his blade striking down man and machine alike. He used the confusion to his advantage, circling around the creature and hacking again at its exposed wires. At last, with a final, desperate blow, Conan severed the bundle of cables. The creature froze, its glowing eyes flickering, and then it collapsed with a thundering crash. Its red eyes dimmed, and the jungle fell silent once more. Breathing heavily, Conan wiped blood and sweat from his brow. Karos lay dead among his men, their bodies twisted and broken. The strange metal corpse lay still, its secrets unknown. Conan knelt beside the creature, examining its alien construction. "What manner of sorcery birthed you?" he muttered. "You are no demon, nor any beast of this earth." But the answers would not come. Shaking his head, Conan rose and sheathed his sword. Whatever you are now just another corpse for the jungle to claim. The barbarian turned and vanished into the trees, leaving the iron shadows of the future to rust and fade beneath the relentless march of time.
Well, we even had a title drop at the end there. Um, I really like this, despite being a non-copyright version of the Terminator. I think it has a lot of the fun that you'd expect from such a pairing. That metal fist to the chest is something that even Conan has to take a second to contend with. You know, thought this was pretty good. Had good action in it. Maybe it got a little bit unclear during the later parts of the battle when it was just kind of a gang battle of a whole bunch of guys and a Terminator and Conan all fighting at once. But it was kind of supposed to be confusing, and so it makes sense that was a little bit unclear what exactly was going on there. Because that was the confusion that Conan used to, slip over and get his killing blow in there. And so I thought that was pretty cool. Um, Let me know if you'd like to see a sequel, or if you thought this was just the worst thing you ever heard. Um, Feel free to leave a comment, or if you like this, feel free to leave a like. That's always great. But yeah, I liked it, and so this has been Joseph Arthur Roszell, thanking you for listening, and I love you, and I wish you the very best, and we'll be back next time. Good luck. Peace out.